But let's open this up. Joining us on this broadcast is Mr. Ratan Sharda, author and analyst. We have Dharnidharan, spokesperson of the Dravida Munnetra Karagam, and Guru Prakash Paswan, national spokesperson of the BJP. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you all very much for your time. Mr. Ratan Sharda, I'd like to begin with you about the RSS chief's comments. How do we read into it? Is this an escalation of the controversy over the Deepam or a call for restraint?
Well, first of all, what RSS chief has said is not something different what Hindu society has done so far to assert its rights. Many of us don't remember because they are too young for that. That years back, DK used to take out processions where Hindu gods were beaten with chappals and they were not allowed to take out Vinayaka processions. Hindus protested, Hindus stood up, Hindu Munani led the whole movement, and now Chennai has one of the biggest Vinayaka Visarjan processions in entire India. That is the strength of the society. And is it happening for the first time? No. Like I said, the Hindus protested. One, there is also a case of Nilakkal Church way back in 1983 when the local church planted crosses all over the place on way to Sabarimala, and Hindus protested. Finally, they have to remove those fake crosses to make the journey of Hindus easier. We also remember that we have a strange secular animal in India, which was a crossbreed of Western ideology and the church, midwife by Nehru. So we had an animal which, by genetic thinking, hates Hindus, criticizes Hindus at the drop of a hat. Did RSS start this Deepam process? This Deepam procession and this Deepam are centuries old. And this is not just happening here. Kumbakonam. Way back, the church opposed the procession from the famous temple where they said they will not be allowed to go to the pond because their church falls on the way. Church came into 500 or 600 years back to that area, but the Hindus were celebrating for thousands of years. So they had to go to court. Then you had Muslims opposing a procession in the same Kumbakonam because they said, we are disturbed. High Court again said they cannot do. Why in India Hindus have to go to court to celebrate their festivals?
No, but
And on
Mr.
the top
Ratan
of that, you
Sharda,
impeach a judge.
if you look at what's happened here in Tirupparankundram, it's not like Karthikai Deepam hasn't been celebrated, sir. It has been celebrated year after year. The location has changed in the last 100 years. From the Deepatun, it's become another location, which is the Uchi Pillaiyar temple. So, is it fair to actually say that Karthikai Deepam festivities in any way were stopped? In this case, it wasn't. It was allowed.
The government didn't stop it. Despite High Court order, didn't government stop it? It did. And why I am saying that ancient religion, which is there for thousands of years, should have to beg for its festivals, for its celebrations from some community which we propped up there, created some kind of place of worship there, and we have to bow for those people to celebrate our festivals? Are we still the slaves? We fought Mughal invaders, we fought church invaders, and today they think they will be able to crush us. Sorry, they can't. And Hindus will awaken, they will respond whether RSS says or not. RSS given that strength to the Hindus to realize that they have the strength, they have the cultural traditions and which they are proud of. Okay. And here we are, people who keep on running down Hindus, running down traditions. Sabrimala, we forget Sabrimala. We forget Dharamsthala, entire fake story which and you went on broadcasting without realizing what was going on there, a fake story. So this is the story that Hindus have been prevented from doing what is their natural right.
I will highlight, Mr. Sharda, that as far as Dharmasthala goes, even when what's emerged from the SIT details that came out yesterday, we've covered that too. So every side as far as Dharmasthala goes was put out. But Dharnidharan, your opening remarks, before I bring in Guru Prakash Paswan, your opening remarks on what the RSS chief has said, that Hindus in the state will decide what goes down in Tirupparankundram and what happens next.
Exactly the point. The point is that neither the RSS, neither the BJP, neither Ratan Sarda represent the Hindus. This Deepam being lit in Uchi Pillaiyar temple has been happening for more than 200 years, even before any political party in India emerged. In fact, there are archaeological evidence that it was happening even before 2000 years. And this temple is a cave temple. So the Uchi Pillaiyar Deepam is also an elevated height, and that is why this practice was followed. This problem was created
hundreds
by
of years ago,
party.
it was at the Deepatun, Dharnidharan.
It was at Deepatun, but before that, it was happening in Uchi Pillaiyar temple. There are some archaeological evidence saying it. Right? There could be some contradictory evidence to it. But there is also an evidence that 1,000 years back it was happening there, and there's a reason. But here, are the Hindus of Tamil Nadu the people who go into the temple having a problem with it, or the Muslims are having a problem with it. No, it is the certain political elements want to create religious disharmony.
No, but did they have a problem with Deepatun also? They didn't have a problem. They didn't have a problem with the Deepatun being lit either.
See, 2096 verdict, 2014 verdict, 2017 verdict clearly said the temple administration will decide. The point is that the Deepam has been lit, but at Uchi Pillaiyar temple, like it has been 200 years. Even the ADMK is an alliance with BJP. What are two senior leaders of the ADMK party saying? One is Jay Kumar, and second is Minister Sellu Raju from Madurai. They both said the customary practice that has been followed for the last 200 years should be continued. They are on record saying it. So if BJP was so much interested in this matter, then they can cut off the ties with ADMK
Guru
or tell
Prakash
the
Paswan?
ADMK to implement these two people. That's the first point. So this you have to understand. Now this
Sure.
issue has been given light by BJP because there is election.
Okay, is this
And
a
one more
manufactured
point you cannot
controversy?
add it
Guru
together.
Prakash Paswan, I'll come
Tamil
back to you,
Nadu's
Dharni Dharan.
population-
Let's bring in the BJP on this as well. Guru Prakash Paswan, is this a manufactured controversy?
No, Akshita, this is clearly beyond my comprehension. If we do an SIR, this is with respect to elections in Bihar. If we do an SIR, this is with respect to elections in Bengal. If there is a controversy which has been engineered and initiated by the DMK government, we have to understand that there is a judicial process. Look at the history of the judiciary. Not once in the entire history a judge has been impeached. So obviously the DMK is not foolish enough to realize that the impeachment will actually happen. There is a deeper malice here, Akshita, that we need to understand. There is a political messaging to a community. There is a politics of minority appeasement which is on the surface of Tamil Nadu politics as of now. Today, as we bow our heads to Mahakavi Subramania Bharati, today the controversy that has been engineered by DMK and all the political parties, this is clearly beyond my comprehension. There is a place, there is a tradition, and there is a culture. What the RSS chief has suggested is nothing but cultural and civilizational. What we have to understand that in the quest of minority appeasement, and this is not the first time, let me correct my friend from the DMK or the entire India Alliance leadership. This is a classic case, this is a classic example of minority appeasement. So you have gone to this sake. 26th November, only 15 days ago, we celebrated Constitution Day. Only a week ago, we celebrated 6th of December, which is the death anniversary of Dr. Ambedkar. Today is the Jayanti of Mahakavi Subramania Bharati. So on this day, on such an auspicious occasion when the elections are happening, when the elections are due, DMK is consciously engineering this political program of political appeasement, minority appeasement in particular. We have had prime ministers in this country who have said, and I quote publicly, that the first right over the resources of the country belongs to minorities, and is particularly Muslim minorities. So this is nothing but a classic case of minority appeasement. But we have to understand, Tamil Nadu is a place of civilization. Tamil Nadu is the cultural fulcrum of our entire civilization. But the politics of DMK has ended up exposing the selective anti-Hindu approach of DMK. The history of DMK is, if you go through the history, you see so many examples. So many, you remember just 10 seconds, I'll finish I did not interfere when anyone else was speaking. You would remember, Akshita, only last year a conference was held, eradication of Sanatan Dharma. Eradication of Sanatan Dharma. So people who aspire to eradicate Sanatan Dharma, these are just the next steps. These are just the follow-up steps that you would also not hesitate to bring impeachment proceeding, knowing very well DMK has a very good team of legal experts. Let me make this very clear. My friend is there. There is a battery of lawyers. They very well understand that the impeachment is not going to take place. Then what is the purpose?
It's about messaging very clearly. But let me get the DMK in to respond to what you said of minority appeasement politics at play here. Dharni Dharan, your response.
I want to answer two things. First of all, the first impeachment of a judge in independent India was launched by the BJP party in 91, and of course BJP has been involved in at least four to five such attempts. And in a democracy, we need to have checks and balances in place. The judiciary should keep a check on the executive and the legislature, and the legislature should keep a check on the judiciary, which is nothing wrong. So when it comes to minority appeasement, there is no minority appeasement in Tamil Nadu simply because people in Tamil Nadu are not discriminated based on religion. You grew up in Tamil Nadu, you are from Tamil Nadu, you know it. So that which is why BJP is failing miserably in Tamil Nadu, single digit vote share if they don't have an alliance partner, simply because such religious discrimination has no place in Tamil Nadu. The whole point is, even the Hindus I meet and talk, people are saying this has been going on for 200 years. Now, why isn't controversy created by the BJP? This is what they are talking about, right?
Okay.
And even in 1967, DMK came to power for the first time, right? But 90% of Tamil Nadu then and today is Hindus. They voted for us en masse. DMK got 29 in 2019, 50% vote share, which means at least 45% of those who voted for us are Hindus. So because DMK is not against any religion, we are only against discrimination for any religion or bringing spirituality into politics.
Okay, Dharnidharan raises a point here, and before I bring in Mr. Ratan Sharda, Guru Prakash Paswan, I'm going to give you a chance to respond to that. That look, electorally, if any community was being targeted, it would reflect in their performance. The DMK is saying, look at our performance, look at our track record.
Akshita, if vote share gives you legitimacy to do anything, then the Bharatiya Janata Party can do anything. What a preposterous argument is this? And I'm sorry, I don't agree with this position that if you're getting a substantial vote share, you gain a legitimacy to do any unconstitutional thing. And as far as the footprints of Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, let me remind my friend from the DMK, for the first time in the history of our country, we have a Tamil finance minister, we have a Tamil foreign minister, we have had Jana Krishnamurthy who has led the Bharatiya Janata Party in the past. So we don't need any certificate with respect to having footprints of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Tamil Nadu. Point number one. Point number two, he was talking about secularism. What is true secularism? What is true secularism according to you? Treating, will you do the same thing if there is a Christian celebration in schools? You will not. Will you do the same thing if there is a Eid Milad procession? You will not. You have to agree that your definition of secularism ends with Hindus. All the traditional and civilization and cultural practices of Hindus would be looked by the lens of secularism, but all the Christian procession, all the Eid Milad procession, you will not look. So this clear cut sufficiently establishes the case of minority appeasement which we have been suggesting. Historically, politically, culturally and civilizationally, Tamil Nadu has been the epicenter and the fulcrum of our civilization. What the DMK is right now doing is nothing but indulging in the politics of minority appeasement. And they will go to this extent as well, to initiate an impeachment process just for the sake of vote bank. This is a classic and a clear-cut case of vote bank politics.
You raised the issue of minority appeasement, and Dharnidharan, I see your hand up, but just give me a moment. I'll bring in Mr. Ratan Sharda and then bring you in. Mr. Ratan Sharda, we've heard this reference to minority appeasement in the DMK. There's been talk of discrimination, which you said, sir, between religions, say, in the state of Tamil Nadu. There's often a question that's brought up with reference to Tamil Nadu that, look, is religious discrimination really an issue, or is the bigger issue caste discrimination? Because you also see it electorally. The question that's constantly asked to me as someone from Tamil Nadu is, if the Dravidian parties are anti-Hindu, why do Hindus still vote for them? And the answer always comes from Tamil Nadu is that there is no religious discrimination, that's why.
Well, Hindus did vote for Congress and these people all over India for nearly 60 years before they woke up. It's just the time before Hindus wake up. As I said, many times I refuted all these false claims, and please keep the pen down. It's very bad habit. So, first of all, let me refute his criticism. He says BJP in 1991 impeached a judge. Judge was Mr. V. Ramasamy. His conduct was found poor in Punjab Hindu High Court. He was found guilty. And we have Justice Verma promoted by the same collegium where no opposition speaks. But they can impeach the judge for giving the Deepam judgment, now putting 12, 13 more charges against him. But basically, the day he gave the judgment, immediately impeachment comes. Will they dare impeach? Please keep the pen down. It is distracting. Please ask him to keep the pen down. Behave yourself. No. And when you look at what the judge's behavior is, emergency, straight away, emergency is the mindset. Justice Lalit was never given promotion. Justice Jagmohan was removed from the entire list of promotions, where Supreme Court judges superseded. And today they're impeaching the judge because they have pain that he has given a judgment which favors Hindus. So this, I am not saying impeachment, minority, pro-minority, anti-Hindu definitely. But that is the pain, and today or tomorrow Hindus will realize. It is the problem with BJP. They could not transfer the thinking or, imbibe the thinking why DMK is anti. Their entire Aryan Dravidian theory is fake. These people sided with British. These people created anti-Brahmin thinking, saying that they're Aryans. They said Dravid, Aryan, different races. That has been disproved. But still they carry on the same agenda. And those small 6% Brahmins or 2% Brahmins have made scapegoats. They are leaving state and they are claiming that they're doing social justice on fake theories. I'm sorry, this will not run for a long time. India has awoken, Tamil Nadu will also awaken. It's just question of time. And Hindus have a very long memory. Please try to understand this continuous Kanchi Kamagoti Pitam. Same government here, Tamil Nadu, whether Jaya, I don't matter, Jaya, whichever it is that mindset that doesn't get trivialized. That is the problem, and that is why we are here arguing this case. And judges, you when impeach judges for giving judgment doesn't suit you. Don't talk of constitution after that. Don't talk of independent judiciary, because you are the one who wants slave judges.
Okay, you've made an interesting point. Dhanidharan, your response.
The point is that there's actual low tolerance because my pencil pops up because I have to make notes. This low tolerance is a problem with people on the right side of the ideology. Who is he to determine what is a bad habit or not? It pops up because
Keep
I'm
on
making a note.
shaking.
We couldn't even
Keep on
tolerate
shaking.
that.
Else
And
I'm
this
doing
low
this
tolerance,
continuously.
based on their perception, is actually the problem why we are against the RSS and the BJP ideology. This low tolerance. That's why Tamil Nadu is against. To the BJP spokesperson, I should tell him, please come to Tamil Nadu and see how we all live in harmony. People in Tamil Nadu, when we grew up, or most people here, do not discriminate who's a Muslim, who's a Christian. They're all inhabitants of Tamil Nadu, they're Tamil. That is what is important. To discriminate and say, oh, this person. In fact, Muslims celebrate Hindu festivals and Hindus celebrate Muslims and Christian festivals in Tamil Nadu. That's how we grew up. I think that's how Ashita also grew up. No one can deny that. And first, please understand, if you don't believe it, come stay in Chennai, you will be able to see it. So please do not discriminate based on religion. Here it is not
I have
about
stayed
Hinduism,
enough.
it's about customary practice. It is about customary practice of 200 years, where the Deepam was lit, and to continue that. It is about cultural practice of that temple.
But the question that constantly comes up, Dhanidharan, is if it was
Who
about
will-
that
okay,
practice,
no,
if
I
it
have
was
a
about
question.
the practice
Who
and
will
a
decide
court
where the
verdict
Deepam should
came
be lit?
saying light
Who
the
will
Deepatam,
decide where
why
the Deepam
wasn't
should
it
be lit?
done? I mean,
Who
if
will
there's
decide
no,
where the
if
Deepam
there's
should be
no,
lit?
if
Tell
there's
me.
no communal
No, I have a
disharmony, if there are
question.
no differences, why wasn't it just lit?
But who will decide where the Deepam must be lit? I'm saying 200 years cultural practice, even before Justice Party came into effect, it has been lit in Uchi Pillaiyar temple. Now, this is
100 years ago. And so 100 years ago, it was lit at the Deepatam. So you can say revival of that.
Even in 1900, this was lit there. Now, my question is, who will decide that? Temple administration, people go worship there. An individual who has nothing to do with any of that has filed the case. But this is a cultural practice here. How is following a cultural practice? Do you think this unified cultural practice across temples in India? No. Each temple is different. In some temples, we also sacrifice goat. Right. So Hinduism is not a monotheistic religion.
So are you suggesting that it's not tradition to light it at the Deepatam? Is that the suggestion of the DMK here? Are you saying that it was against tradition, the court?
Mr. Ratan Sharda to decide which temple should follow what customs?
Okay, Guru
Right?
Prakash, your
Who are they
response.
to say? Or for Mohan Bhagwat to say, or for any BJP politician to say. It is the worshippers of the temple and the temple.
Let him ask him to please.
Guru Prakash, go ahead.
Akshita, is it my turn?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I thank you so much. No, Akshita, you raised a very valid question, and in fact, about religious discrimination and caste-based discrimination. I would like to quote a statement of DMK LE, VCK's S. Ravi Kumar. So, Mr. Ravi Kumar is a member of parliament and a DMK ally. So, he has highlighted about the 2023 SC Commission report, which mentions categorically about the highest number of atrocities against Dalits in Tamil Nadu when compared to other southern states. So, this entire narrative of social justice, what my friend was just saying, that the Justice Brigade, see, we understand the compulsions of the DMK here. There are certain things that you do for rhetoric. There are certain things you do for messaging. And then there is fact. Then there is reality. And then there is rhetoric. So as far as social justice is also concerned, I challenge my friend. I challenged on the live television, you give me 5 leaders from Dalit community who the DMK have empowered over the years. The answer is none. Absolutely zero.
I'm going to interrupt
DMK,
just
like
because
the
you've
Rashtriya
asked that
Janata Dal
direct
in
question.
Bihar,
Let's get a
like the
direct answer from
Samajwadi
Dhanidharan
Party,
on
there is a
that.
family-based entity.
No, I won't answer. I
No,
won't answer this.
direct answer.
I won't
Let's
answer
get
this.
direct answer. 5
I won't
names.
answer this. I won't answer this. I answer this.
Because you
One
don't
in
have
4
answers,
Dalit
no?
entrepreneurs in India, 25%.
My friend, you
They
don't
live
have
in Tamil
answers. Give
Nadu.
me 5
1
Dalit
in 4
leaders
Dalit
of
entrepreneurs in India
consequence
live
in
in
DMK.
Tamil Nadu.
No, 5 names. Dhanidharan, 5 names.
I will answer this. 1 in 4 Dalit entrepreneurs in India live in Tamil Nadu. Per capita GDP of Dalits in Tamil Nadu is 10 times higher than Dalits in Bihar. The number of crimes against Dalits in Tamil Nadu is 10 times lower than this home state of Bihar. Dude, I don't want to. Dude,
your ally Ravi Kumar has said, I'm not saying.
Dalits rights in Bihar very, very bad. Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, Dalit rights. Your own minister's son has gone and attacked Dalit farmers.
Okay, I'm going to...
Dalits are not allowed to enter temples in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar.
Okay.
Dalits are not allowed to enter. 1 in 4 Dalit entrepreneurs.
No, quickly, I don't want to move on to other subjects. I have to wrap this up. So quickly, closing comments from each of you.
Worried about the
I'll come to you. Dhanitaran, I'll come to you last since I'll...
That per capita GDP is 10 times lower.
Okay, we'll talk about what's happening right now in Tirupparankundram. I'll begin with Mr. Ratan Sharda. Your closing comments, sir. Dhanitaran, hold on, please. Closing comments from Ratan Sharda first.
Mr. Dharidhan doesn't know that in 2024 there was a conflict between the Dalit Christians and high caste Christians in Kumbakonam regarding a procession where Dalit Christians were not allowed entry. That is the casteism in Tamil Nadu. So it is a deep-rooted casteism, which even Guru Prakash pointed out. Secondly, it is not that you have done something. Tamil Nadu had highest percentage of OBC and SC/ST even during Gurukula days in 18th century, as recorded by British. 70% of the people in the Gurukulams were SC, ST, OBCs of today. That is the wealth on which you are sitting. You did nothing great. You tried to bring everybody down to your level where everybody hated each other. This is the culture of Tamil Nadu which it could not destroy. I am sorry to tell you.
Okay, Guru Prakash, your closing comments before I bring in Dhanitaran. Dhanitaran, I'll give you the last word. I'll give you the last word so you get a chance to respond to both. Guru Prakash.
Akshita, let us have a calm debate.
Hold on, Dhanitaran, come on, hold on. I'll give you a chance.
I asked a simple question to my friend to name 5 Dalit leaders. अरे आप सुनो तो यार अगर ये लड़ना है तो मैं नहीं करूँगा.
Guru Prakash, go ahead. We've ensured, yeah. Your 2 minutes.
नहीं, we have to understand. I asked a simple question. Akshita, I asked a simple question to my friend from the DMK. Give me 5 names, Dalit leaders from the DMK who have been leaders of consequence, the leadership that you have cultivated. He gave 0 names. He gave absolutely 0 names because like DMK, the point which I was trying to finish in my last segment, DMK is like Samajwadi Party. DMK is like the Rashtriya Janata Dal. It is a family-based dynasty entitled privileged enterprise that we have to understand. On what basis do you claim DMK as a social justice revolutionary organization? This I don't understand. I asked for 5 names, I give you a discount. You give me 2 names. And the fact of the matter is that travesty is that the DMK leader, the DMK spokesperson is not in a position to give 2 names as well.
I'm running out of time. Dhanitaran, closing comments, please.
You give 2 names. You first give 2 names.
I am giving you.
Look at this state.
No, I don't want to get. Please, gentlemen, please avoid an argument. Please avoid.
You could not counter.
Please avoid an argument.
Now you're diverting the matter.
Please avoid an argument. Dhanitaran, your closing comments. Please don't resort to an argument. I won't be able to give you time for your closing comments then. Please, go ahead.
2 names.
Dhanitaran, your closing comments.
Who is here? Why should I answer? What has BJP done for Dalits? Tell him 2 things. What BJP has done for Dalits? What has BJP done for Dalits? The most anti-Dalit party in the country is BJP.
Just hold on. I'm wrapping this up now. No, gentlemen, I'm sorry. I'm going to wrap this up now. I don't have time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining me. My apologies, Dalit, I tried to get your closing comments, but we've run out of time. And we saw, of course, it's also gone in. And this is one of the heated issues of Tamil Nadu, of not just religion, but also of alleged caste discrimination, which is what you saw in that particular panel as well.